Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. All day today, I've been doing the Star Wars tune. So at work, we have to walk outside, and the patients knock on the door, and we have to walk outside, do a temperature check, get their insurance card, ask them to wait in their car. So while we're doing the temperature check, it's kind of awkward. You're just kind of standing there. So instead, I was going to start doing Jeopardy music, but for some reason, the Star Wars theme came out of my mouth today about 10 times. So that was fun. So everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you, Andy and Sweet, for coming by. Sweet, how you doing?
I'm great.
You're great.
I am great. This thing is finally working. So
his tower is done. It is glowing, literally. Dun, 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 dun. That does look like some Star Wars shit, though, right there.
Dun, dun, dun. It's fully operational.
Yes. It's fully armed and operational battle station.
Right. So, why I'm doing a stream later tonight and why we're all here is because, for those of you who don't know, we're trying to raise money for Manda to get her the fuck out of that house. She's been getting the shit. Anyways, I'm not going to get in all that. She's gone through a lot
I don't know
crap,
anything about this. I don't know about the situation, to tell you the truth, because I live in my own comedic bubble. So tell me about it.
Yeah, it's been a very she's been in an abusive situation with her parents. She moved in with her parents. Oh my God, I think like 2 years ago or so, a year ago or something. I'm not sure about that part. And about 8 months ago, her father, who's starting to have dementia issues, started speak of the devil. There she is.
No. Oh, I was actually saying don't add me yet, but that's okay. I just have to do a couple things before I can sit here and talk. But I'm here. I'm here and I'm listening. Okay,
you want to pick you out?
No, I'm cool. I'm just not going to talk for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyways, the last 7 or 8 months, she's been going through all this physical and verbal abuse at home. And for those of you who don't know, she had an issue where the nerve stimulator in her, the nerve dollar basically in her back for chronic leg pain, so she doesn't feel it all the time, quit working. And she went for months, 3 months, Manda? 3 months? I think it was like 3 months. Without that working, and her dad threw her pain pills down the toilet. She's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And so we're all doing this marathon to get some money to get her and her son the fuck out of there. Because it's getting bad, and now her son's starting to stand up and wanting to fight grandpa. So it's time to because he's sick of seeing it, which I don't blame him. I do the same thing.
Kudos to him. To nope the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Kudos to him for standing up and being a man. I mean, she raised a good kid, So, so that's why we're here. That's what we're doing tonight. Sam, if you want to continue conversation you were having over there, we can do that, or we could talk about whatever the hell you guys want to. Until
the conversation over there kind of ended on the chronic condition we all suffer from is human.
Yes. I would agree with that. We are flawed creatures in many ways. Our bodies are flawed, our minds are flawed, our principles are flawed, our morals are flawed. We are flawed, and I think that's the key to learning to love everybody. Because until you come up to me and show me you're an asshole, I love everybody. We're all humans. We're all stuck here. We all have our own fight. We all have our own plight. It's just the way it is. And it took me a long time to stop judging people. And honestly, I've just done it in the last few years. I think I've finally been through enough that I can be empathetic to their position.
Well, when you were saying that, B, I thought I heard you say, show me their asshole, and the way that dogs sniff each other. I mean, that's a weird thing.
No. Show me that they're assholes.
Right.
Okay, I left out that. My bad. Good catch.
No. That's all on me.
What would I do without you?
I'd probably be better off, to tell you the truth. Wait, that's negative. That's
Well, I don't know
quiet
about
stuff coming out. I'll be quiet.
that. I don't know about that, sir. Anyways, MathPig,
Hi.
how you hanging in there? Have you lost your mind yet?
A little bit. Give me a minute.
He's doing like 10 things at once. He's got like 7 screens going. He's on his phone. And
I have the laptop going here, but the main screen and the camera is there, and I'm up the room, and I've got the audio coming from the TV, but the TV's turned down, so all I can hear is you. But I've got Twitter going here and the stream going there, and I've 3 chats going here, and I'm melted.
oh my goodness. Hilarious.
Yeah.
So anyways, no, on a serious note, that now that people are coming in, thanks for everybody on the panel for coming in, and everybody in the chat, thank you for coming in and being an active member of our community. And I brag about this all the time when Christians say atheists are horrible people, but every time somebody in our community needs help, this is what happens. And we're all here, and even if we can't donate, we're putting the word out, which and they want you to know that if you can't afford to donate anything, don't donate it. Don't even donate $1 if you can't afford it. Just send the link out. You know, put it out on Twitter or TikTok or whatever you're on, so other people that can afford to will do it. They don't expect you to give if you can't.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I typed in the right chat. I've got 3 keyboards at the minute. I'm hoping that I'm in
Yes,
your
that's
chat.
the right one.
Hey, brilliant. There we go.
Hey.
This is Dee's keyboard. We're going to make this. This is Dee's keyboard.
Oh, I now have a keyboard at MathPig's house. It's lovely.
B, thank you very much as well for contributing to this. It really does.
Well, of course, man. I love
Yeah,
you guys.
You know, it means an awful lot. I know over the last wee while with you moving and stuff and your job and stuff like that, we haven't connected as much as we used to and all. But
No, and it sucks, and I miss you guys.
it really does mean a lot. It's been good to see you and Richard pop back into the chats and stuff like that there and be about a wee bit more now that you're settled and yeah, definitely have missed this. Definitely. And really, I swear to fuck, I can't speak for Amanda, but this really, really, like, watching her go through this is obviously not going through this, but the fact that I won't have to watch her go through this anymore and see that this is amazing.
Well, honestly, MathPig, it's worse in some ways because I know how you are, and you try to help everybody, and you never ask for shit. And the fact that you're sitting there watching it happen and you can't help her, I know it kills you every fucking minute of every day.
Yeah, you're gonna make me cry. Well, not do that.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I've already cried twice tonight since we started.
Oh, it's okay. Let that shit out. Let it out. There's nothing wrong with it. Crying is okay.
But no.
We
we'll
do
come back to
everything
my
on my
comment.
channel. We cry, we get mad, we bitch at each other. It's fine.
We
Everybody's respectful.
we
It's all
emote here. It's all good. MathPig, in the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna send you a link for my bit because I've said I'm gonna do a section of this marathon because someone dropped out, and so I've kind of just gone, yeah, I can fill in the hour where it's missing.
Right. And thank you for doing that, Sam. Thanks for
Whatever
up the
works,
slack
yeah,
there.
whatever works, Sam. If you want to live stream it and host it, that's grand. I'm also doing 9 hours of producing tonight, and a couple of people are taking over my channel. They're having a girls stream, and Blatant Atheist is taking over for like a comedy sketch show for a break in the middle of it to try and make everybody laugh. So, whatever, if you need help or whatever, I'm not sleeping tonight, so
Oof.
tap me.
Well, you're gonna fucking pass out the night after, aren't you?
Man, I have slept 6 hours in 2 days. I am literally, my wee girl goes to bed at about 8 o'clock tomorrow, and I go to bed. The stream ends at 10, and I'm going to climb into I'm putting her in my double bed, and I'm going to climb in beside her, and I'm just going to crawl up beside my wee girl and sleep for like 6 hours. And I'm going to have,
Out like a light, I imagine.
Yeah. Oh, like a rock. Until she lifts the laptop like she did last month to wake me up in the morning. She closed the laptop that was open. Me and Manda would fall asleep with the laptop open. We have a hangout and we sleep together, so to speak, as best we can with the COVID and the distance. And she closed the laptop and she hit me on the fucking head with it and was like, "Morning, Daddy. Time to get up."
It's enough of that. Get out of bed.
I have to say, and not in the best fatherly way, I did snap at her, and I was like, "You cannot do that. That is not the way to wake someone up in the morning. You need to work on that." She fucking hit me in the head, man. Full
Good
smack
idea
with
not
a
to wake up with a
laptop.
concussion.
Yeah.
It's just like the proper way to wake someone up is to get a pint glass, fill it with cold water, and then just kind of put it underneath, put it like next to their hand on the bed, and just move their hand into the water.
No, don't do that. Make them
A
piss their
nudge.
pants.
Just give me a nudge. You know, a nudge is okay.
We used to do that to the drunk guy sleeping on the floor, but we always made sure he was like on the porch or outside or something because nobody wants to clean that shit up.
The worst we ever did to a drunk guy was cover him from head to toe in Imac. So when he had a shower the next morning, all his hair fell out, and we told him that he'd slept with someone. And watching him panic for an hour trying to get an emergency appointment with the doctor to find out what sexually transmitted disease he found, that was hilarious.
Oh dear. That reminds me of some of the stories I've heard
That is
from
good.
my dad and granddad, actually.
Was your dad or your granddad Irish and evil like me? No.
No, but my granddad was a firefighter. So, you know.
Andy, hi. Haven't spoke to you in a while, Andy. How
Fair
are you?
enough.
Hello, hello. Glad to be here.
I've seen you and bees popping up more and more often. Definitely need to sort of chat, have a bit of crack with yourself.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I am,
We'll do it. We're here.
Oh
We
yeah,
got 2 hours to kill.
I've been busy.
You can multitask, asshole. Don't give me that shit. You've been doing it all
There's
night.
curling on TV. What else do you need?
I'm sort of wishing that B was running Dave's script at the minute so I could type in the chat.
Scotland is playing China. You could watch that.
Sorry, I'm not. Although I could probably do OBS now and do that.
Yeah, your camera quality and everything's got real good. I'm loving the whole grey background. I'm a big fan of grey. All my downstairs is aiming to be grey paint, grey tiles, and
Yeah, I have gray up here, and then this is actually like a navy blue. It just looks kind of black on here.
that
And
is
this
that a
is-
Red Dwarf reference?
No. No.
Are you sure? Yeah, I know, Sam. I do understand that you're British, UK. Have you watched Red Dwarf? I'm not picking on
No.
your age or anything. No.
I have. This is the bit where my age comes in slightly awkward because I'm 19, and as such, there's a lot I've not seen yet. I still need to see Red Dwarf, Babylon 5, stuff like that.
The world.
There's a scene in Red
themselves.
Dwarf. There's a scene in Red Dwarf where he is getting the Scutterbots to completely paint the entire corridor and up the stairs. And Lister comes out and he's like, "Why are you painting it the same color?" And he's like, "It's not the same color. That's military grey. This is standard grey." It's
Oh boy.
nobody's watched Red Dwarf. Where the fuck's Dave? Dave,
He
wake
was
up,
here
please.
earlier, and he threw a link in the chat, and he ditched like the
He
wind.
didn't ditch. Dave's
In,
plan is
fairness to Dave, it is 2:20 in the morning.
Dave's plan
Wow.
tonight is to sleep on the sofa in front of the laptop and pop in and out of consciousness.
Well, he's used to popping out in and out of things, so
I just binge watched Blackadder. I can talk maybe not intelligently about Blackadder, but I can talk Blackadder stuff.
It's been
But not Red
long
Dwarf.
since I've watched Blackadder though, so I can't even intelligently talk about it. But good choice.
Yeah. My girlfriend had never seen any episodes of Blackadder, and so it was a treat for her. I'd only seen basically half of the episodes, and so it was a treat.
I'm
Blackadder
an
is fun.
asshole to watch anything with, because if you're trying to watch it, then fucking watch it. You know, I am very pointed on. You have to just give it your full attention. Cinematography and things like that there and all are very important to me. So I'm an asshole to watch anything with. Manda will definitely contribute to this.
I do have a very
Yes,
cunning
Jazz.
You're an
Gunmetal
asshole?
Gray.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yeah, like I've tried to make Manda watch Utopia I've asked Manda to watch Utopia with me for maybe 3 or 4 months now, obviously with what's going on and stuff like that there. And but yeah, I'm an asshole. I'm like, did you see the way he walked?
Oh God.
Did you see the way that he actually lifted that with relative to the music? And she was like, I looked away for 2 seconds to scratch myself. I'm like, all right, sorry.
Okay, thanks for look like a fucking gross person. No, like if I'm not watching, like literally
making myself
staring
look like
at the
an asshole.
screen like this for fucking the whole time,
Honey, trust me, you look good in this situation. I look like an asshole.
you're an asshole. Yes. So like I totally okay. And, those that might have not have been around when I explained this earlier, my food situation's a bit fucked up because like we have my son and I have the top floor and they have my parents have the bottom floor, which is where the kitchen is and the refrigerator. And I've tried, he wouldn't let me get like a little mini fridge to put in my room. So like when this got really bad a few weeks ago, my father literally threw out all my food that was in the fridge and the cupboards and stuff. So the only food that I've been able to eat is anything that I have up here, like crackers or the sink noodles, which I explained earlier. So I went shopping today. I was out at the store and I got to like basically boiled down to like the worst, like a grocery cart full of stoner snacks. Like I got like beef jerky and fucking almonds.
I approve.
I did get munchkins. I've got like red vines, and I think I should show. Yes, I wish I could share. I should be able to. I mean, I think I'll tweet the picture of what was in my basket. It's bad.
I've seen that. It's fucking awful. I didn't want to comment. I was waiting for you to comment. It's a fucking awful basket. It's an awful shopping trolley.
Yeah. The only thing I got that it needs a refrigerator is my coffee.
She was very proud of the fact that she got fucking red laces.
What?
Red laces.
Oh, you talking about licorice?
I haven't a fucking clue what they are.
Red vines.
They were
Red
in cap.
vines.
You know, she's happy.
There's a reason for that, though. Hold on. Sorry, I'm eating on like I'm super rude, but
we don't care.
hold on. Okay, I'm from Connecticut. We had Twizzlers in Connecticut. We didn't have red vines. So the only time when I was growing up, I would ever get actual red vines, which are way better than fucking Twizzlers, is if I was like out of state. So yes, it is a big deal to me. It's like getting fluffernutter in New Mexico in the 90s, you know, it just didn't happen.
Where do you find fluffernutter in New Mexico? I haven't seen it yet.
Manda can find a fluffer.
Like you can get stuff online now, though. Like I'm just saying.
I see.
Where's Will when we need him? Where's the fluffer when we need him?
I know.
Yes, Sam.
There's always the temptation there, despite the fact I've had this explained to me now, to ask what these clearly American things are. Like, what's a fluffernutter? What
Fluffer is a completely different thing to a fluffer. But a fluffer's even before my time.
Shut the fuck up, Robbie. Fluffernutter is basically marshmallow topping. It's like marshmallow, but in a spread like peanut butter.
Created in Somerville, Massachusetts.
Yeah, see, Robbie. I don't have
Wait
any
a
with me
minute,
right now.
this is monumental. I've never got to kick MathPig off.
Yeah.
That is monumental. He kicks everybody, and I started doing it, and now I got him.
Fluffernutter sandwiches, which is just fluff and peanut butter, were like a huge staple in New England households. So, and I grew up in Connecticut, New England, so it was a big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and I'm here. I'm just getting stuff.
See, I have had fluffernutters explained to me before, but they're so American.
Oh, Sam, you have to try it. It's fucking amazing.
See, it's a bit like how I can get away with saying to American people who are not super familiar with me, if they're like from the South, I'm like, oh, bless your heart. And they think I don't know what that means.
No, this one's epic. Nutter is what happens if the fluffer takes it too far. Oh, Alias, I love you.
Fluffernutter, it's fucking awesome. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I had never tried it actually, and I kind of grew up in the east to northeast-ish area, and I'd never tried it, and probably because my mother would never let us just eat something marshmallow filled like that.
Good.
So my ex-girlfriend, who was from Pennsylvania, was like, I want a fluffernutter sandwich.
Hey,
Huh?
hold on a second.
But
You had a girlfriend? You're lesbian?
No.
Whoa!
Anyway, the point is, I don't know how to act nervous about that. So, anyways, so she was like, "Oh, I want a fluffernutter sandwich," and I'm like, "A who?" And she told me what it was. I was like, "That sounds disgusting." Until I ate one.
Yeah.
Don't get the bad bread though. Get good bread for it. Get good white bread for it.
I don't get Wonder
bread.
Bread.
Does
It
not
is
go
so
with good
good.
in the same sentence. It doesn't work. You can't have good white bread. It's good brown or nice and good granary. You can't have good white bread.
It's true.
I don't know where my shit is. I keep losing everything. I can't see anything. Sucks.
You lost your shirt? Can I have a picture?
Oh, Maya, only on special occasions were we allowed to have junk food. And when you have 6 kids running around the house and you're a single mother, you don't let them have candy. We were already hyper enough. Trust me.
Yeah, I could attest to the requirement that when you've got lots of kids, you do not want them hyped up.
No.
Hey, Richard.
I have
Hi,
a
brother.
4-year-old and a 3-year-old. I can attest to that.
Yeah, you don't give those kids like she let us have Kool-Aid, but she watched how much sugar we put in it. She was like, no, that's enough. That's you know.
The
But no,
birthplace of
we
Kool-Aid.
ate pretty healthy.
The birthplace of Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Right here.
well, thank you, sir. Your state made my childhood so much better. It was milk and water, man, and Kool-Aid.
Who wants to go through my stoner grocery list? I got everything right here. You guys want to see what I got? Okay.
Do it.
They got
Have the munchies.
the smokehouse almonds. Yeah, I did smoke a little bit right before this. So the smokehouse almonds.
Almonds
Appropriate.
for the environment. Almonds are not good for bad for the environment.
8 ounces, I think, of teriyaki beef jerky.
Oh, that's the one I want to eat.
approve. That's a big bag.
Lay's
of beef
barbecue.
Oh, I hate barbecue chips.
Sorry, I have salt and vinegar too.
Salt and pepper
Angel,
rock.
and don't forget, like a lot of this stuff is Angel's as well. Like I pick stuff that he likes, and he loves these coffee cake stuff.
Oh my god, those are the best. I love those.
I got the last
With
time I got
coffee.
the cream cheese ones, and he because they didn't have the regular ones, he was not happy. I'm still trying to eat those.
They make cream cheese one?
I didn't know that.
Good. Chips Ahoy. Oh, I also have a bag of
I was going to
mini
say, oh, yes,
chocolate
bitch.
chips. I have the flavor blasted goldfish cheddar. I have a bag of rolls, the sweet wheat ones from the Cheesecake Factory. Those are so good. And don't forget the munchkins that I have. And then red vine. So, bam! I got it covered for the night. Sorry if that was that felt fun to me. And I got Coke and my coffee too. I don't know how long the coffee's gonna last. There's a mini fridge in the basement, so I put it in there hoping he wouldn't at least see it for the night before he threw it out. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, voila. Those are my snacks for the night.
It's almost as if you've been smoking an awful lot of weed.
It's not an awful lot, but I smoked a little, okay? But when I went shopping, I wasn't stoned, I swear.
No, you were planning ahead. This is
Yes,
smart
because I'm
stoner.
smart.
Smart stoner.
Nobody can blame me for being stoned right now. Nobody.
I don't blame anybody
Well,
for being
just
stoned, right? Even if you're having a good day, if you want to smoke
But,
pot, smoke it.
the reason I smoke, actually, like
Just
some
pot.
people don't know, is is for pain, chronic pain. I have the prescription and everything.
He likes being high too. It's not all. for
Yeah,
him.
well, of course I do. But I'm just
90%
saying,
for-
I'm also on the floor within a chronic pain condition, so that's not it's not the most comfortable place to be. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
not diminishing with pet, but it's nice to be high.
It is. We all
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I,
it is.
I apologise beforehand because at some point this evening you're going to have to put up with me being high.
What?
Who's not high?
High or high enough?
High enough. Nobody's ever high enough.
Man, I'm getting myself as high as I can because it's going for 24 hours. So when it starts to crash, I want to start as high on the hill as fucking
Yeah,
possible.
maybe you
So I was
shouldn't. Maybe you
much
have
more-
enough on your plate that you shouldn't get super high, honey. Just saying.
Oh no, it's an autopilot now.
Okay.
I have to worry at 4 o'clock in the morning for me, and I have to worry at 8 in the morning for me, and then I have to go to bed straight after that so I can get up 2 hours later and then drive across Northern Ireland to go pick up my child.
That's,
And hope that the stream doesn't crash in the 2 hours that I'm
Stop,
away.
Robbie.
Man, you worry way too much. It'll be fine. You have grown adults running the streams. It'll be okay.
See, we actually brought the adults in for this one. That's how important this is.
Pardon?
I said we brought actual adults in for this one.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, that's why the other person dropped out because MathPig
she's
said
hitting
adult
me right now
only,
because
and they were
she's
like,
hitting-
never mind.
She's hating me because I'm saying all the stuff that's involved and she doesn't want to hear that. But for me, it's fun, honey. I say these things to make jokes so B can make a dick out of me. It's not for any other reason but that. I love you very much, and I'm gonna have to leave now so she can come back. Kick me, B. Kick me again.
But
Are
is
you
it
sure?
a Catholic potato or a Protestant potato? That's
No,
all
I will be back in a minute when I'm done. He can come back. Stop it. I'm
I'm
just
a
doing
Protestant
something right
potato.
now.
I wouldn't have left him out there long anyway. I love him too much. Don't tell him that. Makes his little half ball head swell up.
In saying that, Andy, I'm a Protestant potato, but
good.
raised in a household that didn't see barriers or anything like that, even though we came from a very Protestant area, to the point that where I used to sneak across the border and go to a Republican all-Catholic nightclub. And when
Oh,
they
wow.
found out I was the only Protestant there, I got brass knuckles to the eyes and the
Oh,
IRA waiting outside
that's
for
hard.
me.
Hard.
Yeah, Protestant.
Because Catholics are all about love.
It's nothing to do with that. It's the IRA are all about hating people. And then the other side's exactly the same. The UVF's the same. The LVF's the same. They're all. It's religion
Should've-
over here is not religion. Religion over here is culture. It does.
I should have worn my 26 plus 6 equals 1 shirt.
Now, see, what's rather fun is when I'm having a conversation and I'm not entirely with it, and I accidentally mix up the IRS and the IRA.
Oh, well.
They're the same kind of asshole.
One won't do your kneecaps in and ring your mother though afterwards.
Yeah, for those that don't know,
Good joke,
26 plus
sorry.
6 is the number of counties in Ireland versus the Northern Ireland. And it's the reunification slogan.
I'm up for my stance as a Protestant. I should be voting DUP and I should be on that side, but the DUP are fucking Bible bashers and against LGBTQ rights and so much other bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, corruption, and there's a lot of things with Sinn Féin that I do agree with United Ireland supporting LGBTQ rights and gay rights and marriage for everybody and things like that. But they do then support that sort of, like quite recently, the leader of Sinn Féin went to one of the head guys in IRA who had died. They went to his funeral against COVID rights. There was like 1,000 people there. I clearly don't support terrorism, but the political side I do. And it's Northern Ireland is so complicated. It's so messed up. It's just.
Well, let me ask you, MathPig, because you're the first person I've talked to from Northern Ireland in a while. With the border being out in the Irish Sea, are the English just basically telling you that you're on your own or close to it?
Right. We see that all falls down on a Brexit conversation, and are we really going to make the last 20 minutes or the last hour of this, whatever?
Well, you're having a pretty easy night, so I just wanted to make it really simple.
Really difficult, right?
So anything in relation to Brexit and the troubles, anything.
Sam, you're 19. Shush. Sam, you're 19. Shush. You've mentioned your age 3 times. I'm going to mention your age now. Shush.
I'm aware. I've only mentioned it when asked, but fair.
Right, I know. I'm just being a dick. This is me.
I'm aware.
Both sides, when Brexit was coming out, was lied to. Both were promised things that they couldn't, from a Northern Irish point of view, you know. Both were promised things and this, that, and the other. As with fucking everything else, I was affected from a personal testimony. I was infected from something that was close to me. That was a very good friend of mine. That was basically a sister of mine growing up. And her father used to be a fisherman in Kilkeel, closed down due to the European rights and things like that and other. And it's more nuanced than that, but that's the, you know, her father lost his job. He then had to go work oil rigs. Yep. She only then seen him very rarely over the space of, you know, a couple of times a year. So my friend, who was basically a sister of mine, because of the situation with EU, lost out on time with her father. So that's, you know, something that's bringing a bias in. Also, as I say, we were lied to. You're going to get this, you're going to get that, you're going to get the other. From my point of view, the reason that I did, and I you know, I'm not going to shout it and scream it, and I do what we've ended up with to a point regret it, but I did vote for Brexit. The reason being that I was hoping that it would force Northern Ireland and Ireland economically together, because regardless of what Protestants and Catholics disagree on culturally, I know a lot of people that have money in their pocket, both from the Protestant side and the Catholic side, and they all agree on money. And, you know, the rich people that I know, like I can make a reference of a company that I know that closed a warehouse down in the south, but kept the security office so that they had an address. But they had an agreement then with the delivery office that everything that goes to be delivered in this southern address, drive 15 miles across the border and please drop it off in our main store and not put it in your paperwork.
I think it's an interesting argument. I think it's an interesting argument for voting for Brexit just to accelerate the process of the reunification of Ireland. I think that's a potential legitimate argument right there.
Well, much like math, money is the universal language.
Yeah, everybody agrees on money. And I'll be honest, man, all these people that are screaming and shouting and crying in Northern Ireland, we're going to lose out. They're going to lose out on paperwork. These people have shit on the go in the background, you know, and I'm not saying everybody does, but the way the Northern Ireland is set with the Good Friday Agreement, with free trade back and forth and stuff, there is legal loopholes. Like in America, where you can shout out the tax rate is this, but then everybody only actually pays this. Yep. It's the same sort of way in Northern Ireland. So these people are screaming for more money. You don't need to be a 50 millionaire in Northern Ireland. Yeah. That's my point of view. That's my argument. And yeah, I don't know. I get shouted at for it. Did we lose Manda?
Touche.
Yeah, we have lost Manda. She said she'll be back, but
yeah, she'll be back. She didn't.
Kurt, I can't see private
We
chat.
didn't
Sorry,
lose her. She just ducked out for a second.
Oh, there you go. I just loaded private chat. Sorry. Yeah, but that's my point of view. The people over here who are making money, that are crying that they're going to lose out on money, they're going to lose out on easy money. It's not that they're going to be less rich, you know, and that was my reasoning, was to force, so to speak, the economical, like our electricity board's run by the South. All the electricity in the North's run by the South. You know, the governments work together. When you're going to the border, there is already a foundation there for an economical connectivity.
Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm just an idiot from Boston, basically. But from the Good Friday Agreement, there's already an element to it that allows a popular vote to reunify with the Republic, as I understand it.
On paper, technically.
On paper. Okay. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think that we have reached a point where the UK may just start to fall into each of its individual countries, which I think would probably be better. But also, can we split England in half? I don't want to have to deal with London.
What, you know, see, Sam, I don't necessarily 100% agree with you in that. You know, I don't think that a splitting of Scotland and Wales and England would be a fantastic thing. I understand that on a previous stream,
I just think it's going to happen. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I just think it will happen.
It'll be good for the Scots. It would be good for the Scots. I mean,
I think Wales will be the last to leave if they do leave, but I think Scotland are going to be after leaving.
Scotland will get rich because they'll sell all the energy that they make off of clean energy down to the southern part.
Yep.
It'll be a massive boon for their clean energy, and since it's always fucking windy in Scotland.
True.
Really? Yeah. True. See, I make a joke of this, but also semi-seriously. If they could kind of take everything north of Sheffield with them when they go, I would appreciate it.
What is it? Northern monkeys and southern
I don't know
fairies?
if
Is that where
anybody
you
has
draw the
seen
line?
what happened here over in Easter. Like, because of what I mentioned earlier with the Sinn Féin leader going to that IRA man funeral.
Yeah.
When they tried to prosecute them for breaking COVID rules. The actual second in command, so to speak, of the country broke the COVID rule with 1,000 other people for a terrorist that killed people. And they tried to prosecute it, and the prosecution, no, we're not going to prosecute, it's fine. So they literally had Molotov cocktails and went fucking apeshit in about 4 cities in Northern Ireland because of this shit. And the only reason they stopped was because of, what do you call him died? The Queen's husband died. Out of Protestant respect, so to speak. Like, you know, it's, we can't be blowing the place up when the king died. And that's the only reason it stopped. And then it's come back again, not as bad. But they literally went mad for a full week. There's a video on my channel of, like, they were throwing that many Molotov cocktails, they actually set one of their own people on fire while he was rushing to kick a fucking armored police Land Rover. It's... I'm going to be quiet now.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy.
Fucking insane. And I grew up around that shit. As I say, I had that incident where I was found out as the Protestant. They had they went from the teenage disco across the road into the adult disco and told the ones that run the IRA boys prod over here. They were waiting out the front. I had to get my ma at 12:30 at night to come in her fucking nightie with a house coat on and sneak out to the back door and get the bouncer to sneak me out the back door for safety.
I saw you try to shove that in your mouth, and I went in and clicked on you because I'm an asshole too tonight. I'm making a bad thing.
Really good, yo. So shut up. Let me have my
hand
hat.
on the stone when she says "yo" more than 5 times in 3 minutes.
Hey, yo.
Oh, she's talking about. Yo, what's up? Hold on. I'm dealing.
Everybody in the chat say yo for Manda.
Yo.
No, just yo. You don't have to write her name after it.
She will shout at me if I say yo. So I
Yeah, Robbie can't pull off yo. Like, yo.
Yo.
Hey, Stool.
Hi, Stool.
We've got another person who despises being English.
You're muted, Stool.
I've got so many lovely British friends. Fucking weirdos.
Dude, were you listening while I justified Brexit?
I'm not going to say this.
Is that what you guys were talking about while I wasn't here?
Yep, we went right on the Brexit.
I might accidentally have a bomb. Just saying.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
Would you like to send me the ingredients and I'll tell you if it's correct?
You know the fucking ingredients, you dirty potato.
I'll make sure it's not accidental, and if it is, I'll correct you. Don't worry.
Okay.
You know, I don't know why it's doing this. It's not letting me put the damn link in. Let me try it
Hey,
again.
Okay, I'll do it. It's
I love
okay. I'll do it.
Yeah, would you throw it in there?
Wink.
Maybe because I'm trying to do it from this side. I don't know.
You've been trying to do it for 15 minutes. It took me 3 seconds. Buy a new computer, B.
I want more.
Yeah, fuck off, asshole. It's brand new.
Wow.
I've been
Why
Can you
am I
get me
a
more
dick, you
coffee,
fucking
please?
redheaded bastard. I love you.
I've been banging on the door for about 15 minutes because Robbie was talking about the old Northern Ireland thing. You know that thing that we don't talk about. It's an insanely important thing, and I would never make light of it. So Robbie understands it, and even though I'm a filthy English person, I also do, and it's a serious issue. Not to be taken lightly.
Did I end up with 46 notifications on Twitter? I hate Twitter. What's going on?
Stop!
Not my fault.
Get the word out for us. You love Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I love Twitter. Yay!
Don't forget Aaron Titties.
3,500 for titties.
Yes. So.
Manda also gets food and a better mattress.
So,
titties.
just can I get this straight in my head? Because Robbie's talking about important things about Northern Ireland and the Troubles. So, should I just talk about titties?
Nothing is more important than titties, yo.
But are they Republican titties?
But not Manda's.
I don't know how it works because, Robbie is very true. Religion in that place is really fucking weird. And when he gets back, he'll tell you about the replacement for Eileen Foster.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
I know, I'm just talking for you, Robbie. I thought you were doing...
I'm not rolling a weed joint illegal in this country on the camera. So that's not...
Yeah, well, whatever.
So I pinned MathPig's message up on there for the GoFundMe. If that doesn't work, I don't know what to tell anybody. We'll have to get MathPig to go back and check it.
No, that one will work.
I pulled it from 4 different places. And
These munchkins are fucking fantastic. By the way.
So this is kind of tangentially related.
Didn't get me.
Yo, you don't understand like the tiniest joys right now. They're big joys because shit's been so fucking awful. I can't tell you the little things. It's a bowl of weed and some fucking munchkins. It's like everything to me right now. Okay, let me have this.
Nice. Oh,
do you know what's been very funny,
This is kind of tangentially related to the previous topic, but I have a friend who is actually an ex, but he is an occultist. His parents are an atheist and a pagan. His mum's side of the family are Irish Catholic, and his dad's side of the family are Roman Catholic.
That's a fucked up thing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Which makes family gatherings are always just fights, like literal physical fights.
Sam,
I'm half Scottish, half Irish. Came as an invader to take over the Catholics from my descendants 7 generations out, and the mother of my child is a Southern Catholic, crazy fundamentalist background who used to hang around with whose uncles used to hang around with Martin McGuinness in Londonderry during the Troubles.
Oh, that's a good friend.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just pointing out of the background. Like, I think it's one of the Irish comedians that does a mixed marriage really good, and he's like, the mixed marriage joke. But yeah, my wee girl is a combination of both the oppressors and the oppressees, so to speak.
I'm only here to laugh at the DUP because I thought that WordPig was going to do some really...
Give it 3 weeks. Give it 3 weeks to the fucking vote of
I
the leader. And
seriously thought you were going to do some real good funnies on this one, WordPig. I really did.
I'm not even going to touch what's going on with the DUP at the minute.
Oh, you need to touch it because it's hilarious.
You just want me to touch it with your stick. I ain't touching it even with your stick.
He's not going to let you touch it with your stick. That's how much.
No, seriously, we're talking about too much Northern Ireland right now. It's all mad. It's basically all mad, all right? There's been that many fucking controversies and all the rest of it. They're kicking the leader of the head Protestant fucking political group out, and they're going to replace it with a person probably that made a joke about the fucking Big Bang being like a fart in space or something. It's insane.
All right. This is a true thing. He's a proper creationist who believes that the Earth is 6,000 years old and all
Yes,
that crap.
I know, man. I know. It's fucking insane. And the worst of it is that I probably know. Is Port Granny in bed? What time is it? Is it after 1 o'clock in the morning?
I'm just trying to explain it to our lovely American friends because
my mother is probably going to
believe
vote
this.
for that fucking dickhead. And my mother's not going to vote for that dickhead because she agrees with a goddamn fucking thing that he says. She will disagree with every fucking point that he puts across. But she will vote for him because she won't vote for Sinn Féin because Sinn Féin does do a part, pulling numbers out of my ass, as I said earlier. 20% of what they do is terrorism. She will not support them for that. And I understand from a point from that.
If I'm going to say something I'm going to say something controversial.
Oh, no, you must not do that.
But if it wasn't for the IRA, for Sinn Féin, and you can tell me I'm just full of shit right now.
Here we go.
Back in
Go ahead.
What you're going to walk down the rabbit hole of before you even start, Andy, is there's the IRA, the new IRA, the real IRA, and then the 6 other offshoots that went and bought bombs and started blowing shit up. There's so many of them.
Speaking as a past colonist, let's say, a country that rebelled and would have been considered to be a bunch of terrorists, and I don't advocate violence, but it is complicated and murky. If you didn't have people taking on the black and tans back the day, that would consider to be the legitimate government. They would have been considered terrorists too, wouldn't they?
This is very complicated and probably not a sensible topic to be speaking about because WordPig scares me because he's got that accent, and I do generally think
we're here for Manda.
I do think he's going to bomb me. I'm joking.
I may have a written version that can't be digitally destroyed of the Anarchist Cookbook, and I could poison you if I had 40 cigarettes and a saucepan and some water. But that's totally all aside.
Yeah. Shouldn't really be doing politics because it is a genuinely...
Well, Manda likes politics, he just doesn't like Northern Ireland politics. So if we could talk about how much of an asshole Trump is and how he can't be platformed on a platform that he even creates himself.
Oh, I can do that.
Manda?
I can do that. Can I do my thing, please?
An orange tangerine. Yes?
Here's the thing. Okay, I've said this previously on a stream. It may have been one of B's streams, I forget, because I'm a dick, but if you saw his latest video, the orange person's video, where he crashed into at Mar-a-Lago, he crashed somebody's wedding party or whatever, and I actually, this is a secret, do not tell anybody this.
No one will know. Go ahead.
Nobody is watching still. Go on ahead.
I actually felt very sorry for him because he's not well. We know this.
Oh,
but it was really fucking sad. And I have about 1% of pity and sadness for him because it was truly pathetic to see. If you've not seen the video, go and find it.
You're talking about when he interrupted the wedding reception?
Yeah, that's the one. I mean,
yeah,
that was...
imagine dive bombing somebody's wedding reception to bitch about losing an election.
It was truly embarrassing because apparently this is what he does at Mar-a-Lago anyway. He crashes in to people's wedding parties and whatever. That's what he does. That's his thing because he's no friends. But this one was particularly weird because this was a really old man. And I'm not going to diagnose because I'm not a doctor, but this was a really sick man who was sad and lonely and who was just repeating the greatest hits. And it was embarrassing.
People knew, 10 years ago, people knew that if they had their reception there, he'd do that. But he was just a celebrity at that point.
Have you heard about the bamboo?
Yeah, then everybody found out how much of an asshole he was on top of the asshole celebrity.
Yeah.
Serious question. Have you heard about the bamboo?
I know of the
You
grab.
banned the word boo.
Bamboo.
What about bamboo?
You like getting spanked with bamboo? Your mother used to hit you with it when you were bad. The teacher shouted at you.
He prefers them under his
bamboo.
fingernails.
We said we wouldn't talk about this word big, but anyway, no. In Phoenix, Arizona, this is a real thing. I'm not making this up. They are now doing a recount. Yes, a recount.
No, they're doing an audit, not a recount.
Well, I call it a recount, but
You can call it whatever the fuck you want. What is it actually?
well, let's put it this way.
They are
They're
counting
actually-
votes, though.
They're actually checking the votes, the actual physical ballot papers, to see if they've been folded. Because if they've not been folded, well, then the elections are rigged. But they're also, I'm not making this shit up. I swear
They're
I'm
looking
alive.
for a technicality. That's just
They're looking.
And how
if
much
the
money are we
paper-
wasting on that?
They're looking if the ballot papers contain bamboo. This is a real thing, because if there are any traces of bamboo, well, election rig, Asia.
Oh,
That's a real thing that is happening. Trust me, I'm not making this crap up.
I am surprised that they're not trying to smell for sweet and sour sauce or something if they're looking for bamboo. that is absurd, ridiculous, and just wrong.
And a
Or
waste of
bat
money
meat.
and a waste of time and resources and everything else.
Yeah,
And it's not like
like,
governments have anything better to do at all.
You know, the sad thing is if you took the money that they waste on double checking the election that we all know that he lost, and all they'd probably find out is that he even lost it more than what he already lost it, you could feed like a lot of starving kids in the U.S.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them.
Well, you know, it's political theater. That's what it is, and what it's there for is to keep their base energized and getting themselves, you know, still worked up for the midterm elections that are coming up.
Right.
imagine
do you
not
think-
charging kids for lunch at school and not paying for this stupid checking of the
Do you
election.
think it's actually theatre? Because they're not going to gain anything from this theatre.
What they do is that they try to agitate their base. That's the entire.
Yeah, they're creating an enemy that they can
It's out-
point to.
Yeah,
So I
it's
think
outrage porn.
I think the thing as well, Stool, is that because of how little of the population in the US votes, they need to try and basically convince their voters to vote in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's a very similar thing to what's happening in our country, Sam, because we've
Yeah.
now started copying the American way. And so I'm not going to
We
talk about
have.
elections that we
I-
just had. But
I complain greatly because it just feels like our country is trying to imitate the USA, which, in my opinion, is going backwards.
Oh yeah,
oh, look,
Why
Listen.
would you consider imitating the USA going backwards? Is that culturally or what? Because I think that the USA's ground, you know, not to say that the Constitution or anything like that hasn't been abused, but the whole separation of church and state, the idea, taking into account that these were all racists and they're slaves and what they considered to be an equal man was not an equal man relative to us now. But
Oh,
the
certain
ideas
bases
that
are
were put
fine.
there, I think the foundation of what America is, not the nuclear family, but the foundation of what America is something. If it hadn't have been abused by a lot of fucking people who came from where it was the opposite, they
we really
took-
have. We have two cardinals. We have two cardinal sins. We have two original sins here in the country. One is that our shitty constitution, the fact that we have an overpowered executive. De Tocqueville said it in Democracy in America, that basically until the U.S. starts interacting with foreign countries, the presidency is a fairly weak office. But once we start interacting with other countries, that's when, you know, the president has this like dictatorial power, you know, an imperial type of power. And of course, the other one
can't
is,
speak on, so I don't know.
and the other one is, of course, slavery, which we're still dealing with. I mean, we've gone a long way.
Because we haven't outlawed slavery yet.
Well,
So,
but I was continuing my thought is that we still have the effects of slavery, and that's just plain. That's prima facie kind of stuff.
And we still haven't fully outlawed it either. We've just transferred it to the prison system because the 13th Amendment does not outlaw slavery in the prison system.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And
I'm
honestly,
really still a
I
big-
agree. I
you know,
agree
I'm
100% with
just looking-
MathPig. We had a good foundation.
Yeah.
And then people started twisting shit and started using it to their advantage and started putting addendums in that were loopholes.
It's not even
and then shit
people.
just avalanched.
It's the people that, it's the idea. Like, again, I'm just spitballing. I'm not no fucking scholar or anything like that, and I'm in Northern Ireland, so I can't fucking.
Oh, I think the idea behind the basis of the USA is good, but I'm referring to the UK trying to imitate the USA as it exists today.
Yeah.
In
Sam
terms of
makes a good
Boris
point there.
politics.
Boris is not the UK though.
Sam makes a very good point, because I agree with Sam, because in theory, you guys are all very fond of your constitution, that piece of paper that you're all obsessed about. And in theory, it's a really good thing. However, it kind of doesn't evolve, even though technically it's supposed to be an evolving piece of
You
paper.
are totally correct. It's interesting how we can compare the Brexit vote with how we amend the Constitution here. Brexit vote, one time, one vote, just over 50%.
They call it a referendum. Yeah, it's whenever the actual.
It's
the
one
public-
time.
Yeah.
It's one time. But here in the States, to get an amendment done to the Constitution, it is
It's like 3
a big
elections.
job.
it's
It's
crazy.
a very big job.
It's crazy.
It's technically, it's kind of impossible, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's never gonna happen.
we've had an amendment on the books ready to go for the last 52 years now, the Equal Rights Amendment, that has just never had enough state ratification, because whenever one signs on, a state drops out or whatever, so that it's just sitting with one state to go. And so it's this really, and I do have to say this, I do totally disagree with how our foundation was laid and that it was good. Because in 1750 and 1760, the oligarchy that was basically the United States, which was, Washington, Jefferson, and all those guys, took a look at what was going on in England, and there were rumors and mutterings that slavery was going to get outlawed 50 years or 60 years before it was going to, or before it actually did. And so their whole entire livelihood economic livelihood was threatened. And that actually pushed them to revolution and to create a system in which slavery could remain existing, so that they could maintain their economic standing in the world.
I get where you're coming from.
It also was the drive to move westward too, for the white settlers here is to push out the natives too. And to
Manifest Destiny, the painting is an ugly ass painting.
Yeah.
I think that the idea of having a constitution is the bit that I think is potentially pragmatically useful in terms of building a system.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
Well,
we stole that
contents of-
constitution from the Iroquois Confederacy. It's word for word the Iroquois Confederacy.
And I think the thing is that when I said I agree with the initial concept that the Constitution was based on, I mean the concept of the Constitution itself, not the contents of the first draft or whatever, because I've looked at it and there's shitty stuff in there. But the other thing is that I am very strongly anti-colonialist, and this might just be kind of the people I've spoken to in terms of talking to First Nations people, but there is so much shit that went on even past the Trail of Tears that it just feels to me like bits of the Constitution were probably written specifically to further harm Indigenous people.
Yeah, this is where I get into trouble, Sam, because I'm not a huge fan of this idea that the Americans have, sorry Americans, but where they worship this piece of paper.
Yeah.
Some of them do. They really fucking do.
Well,
an
two
evolving
things.
document.
What
But
animal
that
science?
doesn't work.
Well, the idea, if I can just give
I
a
am from
small
Boston,
caveat. I had a guy who's
Oh,
from over
yeah.
here, and we were talking about American rights with guns there the other day, and he was like, well, the Second Amendment clearly writes that anybody can own any gun that they want. And I was like,
No, it doesn't.
no, the Second
No.
Amendment clearly
Don't even
states
go there.
that anybody can own a gun if they are part of a militia. And it's a hell of,
Professor
Matt,
Allen wrote a book, Repeal the
you have
Second
to take
Amendment.
context of the
I'm just saying,
timing with
no.
it.
Obviously, the statement that I just made is probably, only 10% of what it is, but I'm disagreeing with him. It was to do with the
Thomas
militia.
Jefferson was
The people who glorify the
point blank asked
Constitution
who
don't
was the
understand the
militia, and
Constitution
he
here.
said the whole people's the United States.
It was the
Everyone
media
is
that
a
puts this
citizen.
forward. This guy is a right winger over here, watches the odd Fox News thing and thing like that. So he has it in his mind that any American can own an AR-15 and walk up the street because it's written in a piece of paper. It's not. It's more nuanced than that.
Radicals
noticed
proposed the
when-
NRA in the early 70s, and they've been pushing this reimagining of the Second Amendment. Read Repeal the Second Amendment by Professor Alan Lichtman. He was on my channel. We talked about how the NRA became radicalized in the early 70s and just completely reimagined the Second Amendment from there.
Well, that's when all the reasonable NRA people went to the GOA.
I'm just going to make an observance here. When WordPig mentioned the Second Amendment, did you notice how we all started getting shouty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
crazy.
say
Well,
this-
here, and
I say this
I really do have to emphasize this
Can I?
because the context around the Second Amendment, you can go straight to it because the founding fathers were asked about what is the militia, who is the militia, what does the militia mean, and all these other things, and it's plain as day is what they meant.
Yeah.
But there's no,
But
there's
it-
no.
But is it really? Because
Yes, it is.
Whoa, wait.
in your
Let
opinion,
me
it
finish
is.
his
But
sentence.
if you
Let's
go,
me
sorry,
finish his sentence. Thank you.
Okay, when the founding fathers look at you, plain as day say, who is the militia? The militia is the whole people of the United States at all times. That's pretty clear. That's as clear as day. Is who they say the
permission to
militia
speak.
is. And then
Go ahead,
well-regulated within the context of the time. Well-regulated just means
Hold on.
well-practiced.
Yeah,
This is where the confusion starts because
Go ahead, Stu.
as you Americans know, this thing goes to court and they all argue about the meaning of words. And you're basically arguing about what people 200, 300 years ago meant by words. And that's just silly. So you argue about the words regulated.
Now, see, I say this sort of in jest. I think that a decent application of the Second Amendment could be that anyone should be allowed to own weapons of the grade that existed during the time the Second Amendment was created.
Oh, that's just silly. Sorry, that's rude of me. But I think.
Well, it's a
the
nifty
puckle
little
gun
absurdist
existed, so that
argument,
means
though.
machine guns would be allowed.
Am I just imagining this? Or,
Can I just
or did
ask a question, Sam? Would you own guns?
I would I would own guns if I took up going to the shooting range, because some of my relatives do that, and so
That's actually a very good answer. I own a shotgun and I own an air rifle, both of which I inherited from my father. He was going to get them destroyed. They are both the air rifle he bought and has tweaked and fucked about with. He's in the army, so it's it's set for him and he tweaked it for me. So it's even though it's from the 80s, it's a fucking real good wee gun. And the shotgun is a rare over-under with a dual trigger that was handcrafted. And he doesn't use them anymore and he was going to get them destroyed. And purely because I fired them when I was 12, 13, his father, his family got them.
Yeah.
I didn't want the line to be destroyed. Now the shotgun, I have over 2 years. I've never fired the shotgun in over 2 years.
So
Jim
when-
Jeffries does a good
Every
comedy
summer
bit
if I can just finish, the air rifle during the summer, every summer I would go and sit in my mum's garden. And as you said, Sam, I have a target. I set it up. I fire the target.
Yeah.
That's very enjoyable for me. is target practice.
Yeah.
I
So
I love
I
doing that.
will
Yourself
kind
in the
of
fucking head with a gun than to use it against somebody else. I mean,
To
Jim
kind of
Jeffries said the
clarify-
comedy bit.
Everybody's
You should talk
talking.
about
Whoa,
it
wait,
because
wait,
you're
whoa,
gonna
whoa, whoa,
feel
whoa, whoa!
sad.
guys.
Stop.
And that's
Sam,
just
reply to
statistic.
MathPig, and then we'll let Andy go.
To kind
I
of
want to hear
clarify my
Andy. Well, that's
point,
all I'm saying is I want to hear what Andy's
Yeah.
saying.
The reason that I kind of said that this is like sort of in jest is that I think that it's a satirical point, but I think my kind of the underlying thing I'm trying to get at with it is that the right to bear arms, as understood at that time, was not automatic weapons, and I think the right to bear arms in public, I think that to say that must include up to automatic weapons, like a lot of Americans argue, was not the intention of the document. So while owning weapons, I think owning automatic weapons in private, if you're going to take them to a range for a very specific thing or whatever, as long as it's regulated and you've not got
The amount
someone.
of hoops that I had to jump through to get the guns,
Yeah.
to be them legally
Precisely.
here in the UK. If the rules like that were implied in the USA, it would be a completely different thing. I had to get a background check. I had to send my everything away to the police. I actually had to get a representative of the police to come to my house to inspect the actual cupboard that I kept the guns in. And they also had to be clasped to a concrete wall by 4 bolts of a certain type to make sure that the cupboard even couldn't be lifted away.
To put that into perspective,
Okay, now
in a pre-
no
in a-
stool, no stool, no. Sandy's turn.
it was relevant.
Nope.
So, yes, this is correct. I mean, I've heard Sam Harris
Hold on
say
to it.
this, and I don't agree with everything that Sam Harris says. But if you have to have the same kind of requirements to own a gun as you are to pilot a plane, that would be by far better than the system that we have now. And once again, you're more likely to shoot yourself in the head or someone that you love in the head than shooting someone else who's breaking into your house. This is some kind of fetish, some kind of fantasy that Republicans use
I practice with my
to
gun.
energize their base. It's political theater.
Yeah, it's almost like they're like, oh, look, I'm a man. I'm going to protect my house. I'm going to shoot that asshole. The fact of the matter is most of the time when someone that lives in a home confronts somebody that breaks in, they're the ones that get hurt / killed, and it's usually killed. Because there's a big difference between a homeowner and some crazy ass dude that just broke in your house.
People commit
He is
suicide.
not
with
going to
guns.
hesitate to shoot you.
It's an epidemic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was.
And I tell people
so
that all
when
the
I
time.
said
You don't
that,
need an weapon to protect your house. If you can't do it with the 8 bullets and that handgun, you should have ran to begin with.
I went and collected the guns. They had to be transferred via a registered gun shop. They couldn't just be, my dad lives 300 yards from me, and he had to drive his guns 7 miles to a legalized gun shop to drop them off, and I had to wait the guts of 3, 4, 5 months or whatever it was for the paperwork and the police check for me to drive up to get them. And as I say, I could throw a stone and put my dad's window in. He's right around the corner. Like that had to be then go through. When I got the guns, I went to my mum's because my mum has a 1/4 acre, big garden, nice flat. I have what used to be a crossbow target, so I can, shoot at the fucking thing. And I brought my oldest standing friend there, who had bought a blank firing gun before, went into the field behind his house and fired it, and woke up on the ground. Like he knocked himself out. I'm American style sideways shit, knocked himself. Can we fire the gun? Let's fire the gun. Let's fire the gun. I was like, no. I had arranged with my father, who used to own the guns, to then come down and put us through, not like a safety training thing, but it was like, I'm going to set the gun up for you. We're going to go through this. We're going to go through that. My mate was sort of this, not to say he's a conservative. He's like, you got a gun? Let's blow shit up. It's like, no, we need to go through the safety check first. We need to know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
If these
There's
things
a-
were implemented in the USA, it would make
No,
a
this is-
massive difference.
Now this is slightly more.
We're scaring
I guess-
Manda off. Manda, come back and change the topic.
There is a
Yeah,
myth.
please.
Please.
There is a myth.
Please.
No,
And,
no.
and,
I'm
to, and to sit there and say that
I've
this is only
tried.
a
I've been
Republican
sitting here
issue,
beating my hands
not.
like.
I only
Hold
came
on,
here.
geez,
to
so
talk
much
about
in
the
there.
you on
Constitution.
that though, because gun ownership is a single issue that Republicans vote on. There'll be
Yeah.
people
It's also a big issue that we socialists vote on.
some socialists, not all socialists.
The further left you go, the more guns you get back.
But in the United States, that's a very small percentage. There are many a vast majority of single voters, right? People who vote on one issue, the vote on guns are by far they are Republicans.
Have you seen my daughter?
The
I will
SRA
pop the
exists.
fucking
Can I
ass
like
of
tell my
any
story
future
anymore?
boyfriend for 40
No,
years.
Robbie's just keep talking with his fucking phones up there.
Go, Manda.
Hey,
Manda,
Manda.
go.
Hey, Amanda, how you doing?
Just
Manda,
I have
talk
one
about guns.
fucked up guns in America story, and then I would, if it's okay for us to move on from the guns, that would make me happy. But
Okay, good. Get
Um,
some estrogen in here, please.
Would
hold
you
on
like to
one
talk
second.
about pineapple and
Sorry,
pizza?
Sam. You just
So,
don't
like-
have enough. We need some more.
So
Yeah,
as
well, I'll go
talked
through
about-
second puberty at some point.
as I had talked about on one of the earlier streams that before I moved here, I was in a relationship that for the last 2 years of that relationship, it was abusive as well. And it got so bad. Eventually, there was one time that I had him arrested. He did this thing that actually my father does a lot, is where he'll throw me up against a wall and he'll choke me out with his forearm. And this one time he had done it, and he had done it in front of Angel, and so bad that I almost blacked out. So I called the cops on him. Like, which, by the way, my mother got yelled at, or she yelled at me for while I was doing it. Told me I shouldn't do that to him. He didn't deserve that. He's a good man. Anyway, so but he had guns. He had a shotgun and he had a rifle or a handgun of some sort. I don't know what kind. But we had locked up because obviously, we had a kid in the house. I don't fuck with guns at all.
Mhm.
But when he got arrested, they asked him to surrender the guns. And that wasn't, they didn't come and get them. They didn't say do it today or anything like that. He had 30 days to himself bring the cops his own guns.
Yeah.
While we lived in the same house. So, fucked up guns in America story. There you go. Yeah.
I don't think the gun story is working very well, B. So would you like to use your super moderating powers and change the subject?
Sorry. See,
My
I bring shit
super
down.
moderator powers.
I just came here
I'm
because
sorry.
I wanted to talk about the Constitution, but you all went on guns, so yeah.
Yeah, we do need to change the topic. I will take any topic from the panel. Go. Anybody? I want to pick.
Bananas on toast.
That one's tough.
Landlords
That
are
one's really good.
shit.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
bananas are landlords. What do you got, Andy?
I'll go with property is theft for 500.
Okay,
Oh.
Sam.
Oh,
Do I have a 700?
oh dear, no.
The best food when stoned. I don't know.
Oh, we could do
Not
a
a
round
bad
the horn
topic. We'll
question.
wrap back around to that when Manda's ready. I think
B, you need to
we're
invent a
going to
new
start
game.
with Swedes and then go to Andy's because it's
Invent
tough.
a new game,
And although I
Shelby.
love bananas, not really a good topic to talk long about.
I'm
ahead,
fine with anything
Actually,
as long
hey,
as we move on
can I
from guns,
suggest one
please.
thing?
Thank you.
Right,
You
that's
do
what we're
I would
doing.
like to
You
suggest we do
bananas.
around the horn
And
in
I'm the
which
bad
we
guy.
start with Amanda and we all go, what's the first thing next on your bucket list now that the world's opening back up?
That's a good one.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that.
Mine's not just still not die. Eat more munchkins.
Yeah, that's a good goal.
Not get
That's a
killed,
good
not
goal.
kill myself.
Right. Those are good
That's
goals.
pretty
I
much
mean, those
it.
are like everyday goals, I feel like.
It's a lot right now, though. Still. Sorry, so you
I-
should have talked to me.
I can
just
mildly
put everybody
imagine.
Down.
I can mildly imagine.
Do we have to wish for something that can actually happen? Or,
Yeah, it's the first thing that's on your actual bucket list now that the world's back open.
or can we kind of be magical.
I have
Give us one of each.
what's on
One of
my
each.
personal bucket list now that everything's open. I'm going to the Black Rose Pub down in Boston. I'm in Somerville right now, and probably spend a few hours just drinking and enjoying the scene. That's what my first on the list of my itinerary there.
So are you not legally opened up? Can you not do pubs yet?
You can be inside. The
But
seating is limited. The seating is limited. You can only be there for a set period of time, and but you can be outside. So they do have some outside seating.
Thank you.
Right.
The rules I think the rules are the things that are pissing people off. Because I live in UK land, which is pretty much Plague Island.
Yeah.
I've just been alerted today that the town I live in now has we're going on to super lockdown and get tests because new variants and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, can you keep that shit over there? Thanks.
I'll keep it here.
Thank you.
Just don't touch my heartbeat.
Oh God, trust me, I don't want to touch anything of yours, soul. Not in that country. I'm good. Or
I
state.
think him as always what's in Stu's bag.
What?
You asked earlier, like 5 minutes ago, this is why I'm typing in the private chat. I'm fucking screaming, let me back in again, because you asked what should we do. I was like, guess what's in Stu's bag.
Hey, did you know that MathPig is in the private chat? I just noticed.
Oh yeah, screaming.
See, I have.
I actually think I'm having a little bit of delay in my chat, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on.
I am
only giving
very.
you shit.
Fuck.
Hello, Jen.
You know what?
See, my plan on paper is to go to Faithless Forum. Is the next kind of thing on my bucket list. In reality, what that's going to look like is visiting my boyfriend.
Did I get kicked again? Fucking
And
no.
then-
Slap that bitch. Sorry, go on ahead.
The plan
Sorry,
in
Sam,
reality.
go ahead.
The plan in reality is go see my boyfriend for a few days. Kind of spend some time with him because he lives half an hour away from where Faithless Forum is being hosted. Spend like a day or two experiencing what my boyfriend refers to as violently American things.
That sounds weird.
Things including Waffle House.
No.
No.
Waffle House. Yeah.
It has got that bad that if I had any sort of wish, I just want to smell Manda's hair like Joe Biden at a fundraiser. That's my goal in life right now.
I like
That's
it, Jen.
weird.
Thank you. Good
Okay,
night, Never. Thanks for coming.
I
I've already
don't
got
actually
a plane
understand.
ticket because Monday is my 1 year anniversary of waking back up from surgery. So I'm flying to Phoenix first class to stay in a resort for 3 days and just fuck the world.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna fuck the world, man. You have some energy. What are you taking? Is it Cialis mixed with Red Bull, or
Are you related to
Amphetamine.
Rick as of Rick and Morty? Can you beat up Thor?
What's that?
Rick, as of Rick and Morty, actually fucked a planet and beat up Thor because Thor also fucked a planet.
I don't want to
No,
piss
I
on
will
your
do my
parade
best
here,
to
but
man up that.
Who doesn't watch Rick and Morty? Come on, people. This is what, series 4, I think?
you do realise that Phoenix
I'm
is the
Pickle
place
Rick.
where they're smelling bamboo. Just saying.
You're still on the bamboo. I know I'm
I'm
talking
still
now.
on the bamboo.
You're still on
Listen.
the bamboo.
Bamboo is important, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
especially
more
if
of an
you're
oak man myself. I like oak.
So yeah,
You like
that's my
oak?
bucket
Gonna
list.
get a
That's
nice,
what I-
sexy board like Cruise. There was not Cruise. That fucking little fucking Ben. What the fucking guy? What the fuck is his name?
I have what?
Shapiro. Ben Shapiro and his one
that's
little
it?
wood.
His
Oh,
board lit up by 4.
What a cunt.
Manda,
Oh my god,
Manda,
that was
seriously.
so pathetic.
Do you know what's quite funny is I have all these speakers and this surround sound, and I can hear my fucking neighbors going mad over the top of all this. They're having a better party than we are.
Manda, I know it's your special day, but did you really have to mention the racist kazoo?
Is Badger
Yeah, well,
here?
you all fucking were talking about guns, so whatever. I win.
Did you just
It
say
is.
that word, pig?
What did he
You
say?
say it twice more.
Stop it, Julie.
I said, where's
I
Badger?
can
Because
get
you said
nothing
racist
in like 20
kazoo,
minutes.
and as of yesterday on Manda's stream, Badger played the kazoo, I think, like 3 times.
Oh my
Okay.
god, it's
Oh,
so
well,
much.
I wasn't aware
you
of
said
this,
Badger
but
3 times now. So
if
Again, I
Um,
apologize for eating. I'm sorry. I'll do that.
Manda,
They're
I'm
so
sat here.
fucking good though.
I guess I'm aiming this at Sam because, youngster.
nom.
But if you're not familiar with Ben Shapiro, he is literally a racist kazoo.
I am
Ben
familiar.
Hands up if you can do a Ben Shapiro impression.
No,
I don't like you asking me actual
we'll have to go
questions.
through
I'm
my
going to
head
kill him
into
off
the
a BBC One interview. Bye.
Sweet, you asked a question and I didn't answer it, so I'm going to answer it now. So my bucket list is to try to get more people to be friends with more people. Because I think at the end of the day, we're all going to have to help each other out. And we're going to
In the
need each
zombie.
other.
Welcome
And we need
in
to
the
know
zombie
more people
apocalypse.
so we can help each other. It's beneficial all the way around. So that's my thoughts.
Welcome to the anarchist neighborhood.
I've been saying this for a very long time. This is why I try to be my best behavior with B, because I know when the zombie apocalypse happens, she's going to look after me. Always be friends.
B is one of those people who I just feel like would be like ideal in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
The worst thing about the Good Friday Agreement over here is we used to have this running joke when we were growing up is what would you do if you had a zombie apocalypse, and 3 miles from where we used to grow up was a massive army base. Good Friday Agreement, Chinooks, helicopters, all them machine guns, they're all gone now. I have to go to fucking Belfast to get that shit. I'm fucked in the zombie apocalypse now.
See, my
There's a carpet place where that army base used to be, for fuck's sake.
I was talking to my this is I will try not to info dump too much here, but me and my boyfriend were discussing like different theories of how zombies would work and what the best tactic would be in each case for dealing with them. And the conclusion we came to was basically any given form of zombie apocalypse is going to be worse in dense cities. So try and live at least on the outskirts of town. But if they're fast zombies, then you have to just evade them finding you until they decay. If they're slow zombies, you just have to outpace them. And if they're stupidly strong zombies, you just have to wait for them to tear their own bodies apart because they're using hysterical strength.
I think the trench business would be really, really profitable during a zombie apocalypse because everyone would want an anti-zombie trench, to tell you the truth.
The trench business was very popular in 1914.
Was it that?
I would think that the treadmill business, because you just surround your house in treadmill.
No, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, depending how smart the
Hi,
zombies are.
Tobin.
Tobin Templeman. I know that guy. What's up, man?
Right?
Good evening.
He is a faithful follower of Laughing in Disbelief's channel, which is Andy, for any of you that do not know. And that's how I met Tobin, was the morning chat, and we became buddies, and here we are. And yeah, Tobin's great. How you doing, Tobin? Tell us what's up.
I'm doing pretty good. I just got done doing a little project. I can't wait until I can be able to share it with y'all, and I'm super stoked that Manda reached the goal. At least I saw that in the chat. That's correct, right?
Yeah, we've actually over the goal, man. We're about 200 over it, so she's got like food for 2 or 3 weeks. We've got a wee bit of money going towards a new bed. Well, actually, that's after fees. We have to pay the fees first, but yeah, we're over budget. We're over budget.
Yeah, so which
is good because honestly, everybody, MathPig was just trying to set it up so Manda had like the bare minimum she needed to get the hell out of there. And like I said earlier, and I'm going to repeat it because we have a bunch of new people in the chat and on the panel and stuff. If you don't have the money, don't give anything. It's fine. Just share that link out. Maybe somebody that has some money can throw it in. Okay, that's all we ask. If you're tight on money, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So carry on the conversation.
I will take the opportunity to state again that Erin Lewis has said that she will post a slightly spicier picture on her Twitter and then take it down again if we can get the fundraiser to
Sam, this is old news and boring, so we need to get.
Don't quit interrupting people. I'm gonna boot your ass.
Just to inform Tobin.
Tobin doesn't know.
An ex stripper is going to put her boobies on Twitter if we hit 3,500. That's the short version. They're good boobs. Definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. Yes.
Meanwhile, if another 2 people will donate to Manda, and this is more sexy than Erin's boobies,
is it you with
I'll
your
take my hat off. I'll take my hat off.
Come on, everybody.
The hat.
Mm-hmm. I'm hardcore.
Honestly, Anjur, it really isn't. I mean, that's a roof.
Look, at the end of the day,
that's what 3,000 pounds is. That's a roof.
At the end of the day,
not all the other stuff.
We went for the minimum. We don't want to be greedy. We don't want to, Manda's a very proud lady. She didn't speak to me for 14 hours because I set this fucking shit up. Like,
I know. You told me she was going to be pissed.
Yeah, she was pissed.
And she was pissed. She was pissed because she never asked for anything. She's and besides, like you were saying earlier, us being disconnected for a couple of months.
Manda, please come back.
Crazy
please
shit.
come back if I can say, Manda, please come back. I don't like talking about these things when you're not here, home.
She said in the private chat that her internet's cutting in and out, so might have to give her a minute. But anyway, so before the time we were all not able to speak to each other. We were
I'm
on
here.
different.
I can hear you.
Oh, good. Hi.
Go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm here. Bye.
She's done that twice now, actually. I'm here. She pops on her camera. I'll be right back. Click.
I love her.
She's hilarious. Rachel, is there a way to send her packages? I have so many household items that are new that I don't use. I gladly send them to her.
Once the new place is all set up and we have an address to go with that, you can email me at hogfathermp@gmail.com.
Don't go through all that, MathPig.
And
I have each other's email. Just send it to me.
I can barely hear. Can you hear me? Like I
Yes.
said, my Wi-Fi is fucked.
We can
I'm gonna
hear you.
try to fix it one more time. But anything you want to help, go ahead and contact B, and we'll figure something out. And
Yeah, I have people's emails. Yeah.
I'm gonna fix my Wi-Fi. I'm here. I can hear you. Just
Okay. Thank you.
All right then. That's fine. B, I've been replaced.
Huh? What?
I'm mind man up. I said, email me, and in the middle of it, Manda cut me off and went, don't just talk to B. And I was like, right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've been replaced.
Well, Rachel and I have been throwing emails back and forth for, I don't
Hence
know,
the
6 or
joke.
8 months
Right.
now, I guess.
It's all
Hang on a second.
She's just
Has
on the
B
wrong
been
side of the
replaced?
US.
Bobby, it doesn't fucking matter who. I'm
Sorry,
just
it was
saying,
a joke.
God.
It was a joke. Clearly.
B is a really hard taskmaster. I can't speak, but she keeps me under control, and I don't like it. So, can we replace her, please?
So, moving on. It has not been that long, Rachel Martin. Has it? God, see, I am like a dude. I forget dates. I don't know anniversary. I don't know when I met. Where were we? I don't fucking know.
Oh,
It's even better when my wife forgot our first anniversary. It was hilarious. I was like,
I'm generally speaking fairly good with
I did
dates.
something the other day.
What was that? What was that, Swede?
Oh no, it was just the fact that she basically gave up the right to ever give me shit for ever forgetting anything ever again because she forgot our first anniversary. It was nice because
Yeah.
now I can be as free. But the thing
your
is,
Christian relationship
dates to me
with
are
Mom
unforgettable. So
It's like this. That's exactly what it is.
I'm generally speaking fairly good with dates, but it occurred to me this week that it's less than a week until me and my non-binary partner's 6 months being together, and we've just completely blanked on that, both of us.
Well, there you go. And there it is. And here we are. Andy, what was your topic earlier?
Property is theft. I think but we could always talk Bolshevik versus Menshevik, though. I think Swede might be more in the Bolshevik camp, and he would just consider me a pussy Martov.
I am an anarchist. I'm an anarcho-syndicalist.
All right. So we both, so yeah.
Can you text the spelling of that to me, Swede, so I could actually look that up and know what the fuck you're talking about? I'm just kidding. It's almost there, though. It's really close.
Go
ahead, Andy.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I just throw it out any random topic that isn't going to get people. And it's really difficult for me because you might have noticed I really like talking about controversial things. So property is theft. Speaking as a past landlord and property owner. I can agree
What
with
are
that.
you referring to by property? Because
property.
Here we go.
Property held for
Can
profit.
I just jump in? I don't mean to be rude, but the whole Manda stream and all that sort of bullshit that's happening that we're all doing, like we are so close to Ern's boobies. We are sitting at 3,429. We need
Just a few more bucks. We got boobs, guys. Come on.
21 pounds, sorry. £21, which is about $30.
I feel like I should switch over to Twitter, at least have a tab open, I guess. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
I will say this, that we all kind of have our view on religion, but political economies are people's religions too. I mean, the way people treat how they set themselves up to whatever political economy that they think that they like the most, it's religious. The zealotry is just. I think it even sometimes goes beyond most religious people, except for the far fundamentalists.
That's really funny because that sort of lines up for me, even though my views on religion and economic systems are different to what most people seem to like, where I go, there are multiple stable possibilities here.
Sam, you're 12.
Yes.
Shut up.
Knock some, yes.
I feel like that's a logical fallacy somehow. Some kind of
31 pounds.
Yeah, I think that's called an ad hom.
It's fine. It's fine. Still has dementia. He forgets these things.
No, you see, what's actually happening is I have the laptop running to my right, which I can't see, and I have the stream that's being streamed to my channel, which is about 20 seconds behind, actually right in front of me where the camera is. So for me to look at the camera, I'm looking at 20 seconds in the past, even though I'm hearing what's actually happening at the minute. Because this is insane and my brain is mush.
You're a time traveler. That's what you are.
I think
sir.
he's doing a Doctor Who thing.
I think
No,
you
I'm
are.
running the audio on my laptop, but the video on the computer. And the video on the computer is the live stream, but the audio on the laptop. The audio on the laptop is the live stream, but the video on the computer is 20 seconds behind. So that's why I'm delayed. Fuck off. All right. This is insane what I'm trying to do here for Manda. We love the both of Manda. This is what's necessary. This is. Yeah. I don't even know what keyboard.
Yeah.
WordPig, does the past smell nice?
I don't know. Did you fart 15 seconds ago because it smells a wee bit.
I was gonna say it depends on whose grandma's kitchen you're in, buddy.
I was wondering what's in Stool's bag.
None of us want to know what's in Stool's bag, MathPig.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Somebody needs to text Aaron in a DM. Boobies and Twitter.
Oh, we hit it. Did we hit it?
Everybody needs to check.
Boobies.
Do we get boobies?
Hooray for boobies!
And what
See,
account do I? What account do I have to follow for movies?
Sam, you're going to remember this and you're going to know this reference, but that just sounded like, are you my mummy?
Oh,
I heard that. I heard it.
It isn't a party till there's an incest joke somewhere in there.
Sorry. Delayed
No, it's a
reaction on
Doctor
my
Who
phone.
reference.
Oh, okay.
What,
And I think
MathPig?
it was actually a Captain Jack Harkness reference, too.
Oh, hey.
MathPig, what did you say?
I says, according to my emails, we've hit it, but according to my app, we haven't. So either there's a delay on GoFundMe and we're not getting boobies, and I think we're getting boobies, but the app's just slow.
Vonrek
So,
says we're
Just to be
we're
clear
10
about
pounds
this.
short when they
To be
check.
clear about this, are we getting boobies or not getting boobies? Because to be honest, I don't trust WordPig because he seems to be slowing his words. Just
not
saying.
necessarily yet, but
I have
also
smoked.
to Swedes comment. Whenever we're anywhere near gas masks, me or one of my siblings will put one up to our face, just look at the other, and go, "Are you my mummy?"
That's the
my
weirdest story
goodness.
ever.
Are you my mummy?
Maya said we're 40 over now, MathPig.
No.
There you go. My internet.
Nope. Julie, go ahead and DM her.
Yes, there you go.
Oh,
It just
there
caught
we
up.
are.
There you go. Manda, you need to send Aaron a message. Hold up. Everybody needs to open Twitter
Golf clap.
and constantly watch Aaron's feed now. Because she said that she'll pop it up for a very limited period of time.
That's what she said.
Well, where's that link? What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Hey, it's like Harmonica Man said earlier. Once you've seen boobies, once you've seen whatever boobies you've seen, you want to see more of them.
I just want to hold
It never
Manda.
gets old, does it?
I don't
No,
care.
boobies are great. Till they hit
Boobies
about
are-
like 70 and then they're not so fun anymore or something. But I mean, I don't know.
Wait, shush for a second. Like, you
Manda.
know how I said, like, sorry, can I get to, sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Like,
What are you,
I'm
what are
sorry.
you sorry about?
so like,
What are you sorry about?
my dad, like, he has really specific times that he takes the dog out. And like I said, it takes like literally 2 minutes. So he goes out at 10:47 on his super weird time every night. And that's like coming up in a few minutes. I really want more coffee, so I'm just letting you know I will be back. I'm not gonna like leave, but like that's what I'm
That's
doing.
okay.
Hi, it's okay.
But
we
if
get
I
that.
don't, like if like in 20 minutes nobody's heard from me, maybe worry. Okay, but like I'm gonna go try to get my coffee now.
Okay.
Honey,
Okay,
don't
get
fucking
to
say
it.
that
We
to
love
me.
you. We'll see you in a little bit.
Love you
Don't
guys.
fucking say that shit to me. I'm gonna
Love you
panic
too.
now for the next 20 minutes. Love you.
I will
Oh,
probably
my
be around for another few minutes, but then I am going to head to bed so that I can, get up in the morning and come back to this.
Then
but-
I still have another minute. Okay, Sam, you have been here like this whole night, and like you are
I
such
know.
an amazing friend. Like there's
Thanks,
no reason that you've had to do this, and you've been here the whole time, and you're just. I love you, Sam. I do. Thank you so much.
Love you too,
really,
Amanda.
really, really. Thank you. And when you wake up, if you got nothing to do, come find us. We'll be around, obviously. Okay.
Sam's got the
Yeah.
list.
I love you. Mwah. All right, we back.
Honey, take your fucking phone with you. Do not let go of it. Take your phone with you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, darling dear Stool. What's in your bag? honey? 'Cause I want to fondle your bag. Can I
Thanks,
fondle
honey.
it to see what's actually in it and guess by the weight?
You know what? I really do love it when you call me honey.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. It makes me get happy in my special place.
If I can, just as Manda's doing that, and on the topic of if she doesn't come back in 20 minutes, we all need to panic. Like, thank you to everybody that's come here. Thank you for everybody that's chipped in. Thank you for everybody that's contributed, talked shit, shared it on Twitter, and then all the rest of it. And then at the very bottom, thanks for Stool for joining as well. But, it's...
I like how you kind of had to bite your tongue when you said that. Thank you.
There was a hesitation. I didn't bite my tongue.
Yeah.
But no, seriously,
Well,
all bullshit aside, I know we're in B's channel. I give it back over to B, but speaking for Manda, if I can, this is life-changing shit. Me and Manda are hoping to build a future. We're hoping, I'm fucking blown away.
Oh, buddy.
The most important thing is to be able to talk shit, and I will die on that mountain. You want to do stupid.
On the serious note, MathPig, I love you. I love you like a little brother. And you were asking people earlier, how did you meet Manda? And I think that's a good topic. And I was listening in my truck on the way home, so I couldn't even text in the chat. Well, I did a little bit, but the reason I met Manda was because MathPig said to me on the sly, man, there's this chick, and she's amazing, and I think we're totally like pinging off of each other. And he said, but I just broke up with my kid's mom, so I don't want to like rush into anything. I'm like, oh, just take it slow, man, take it slow. And next thing I know, they're like madly crazy about each other. And so the next stream he did that she was on, I came into the chat, and that's the first time I ever saw Amanda because of MathPig. I have a lot of things to blame on you, MathPig.
I'm not joking. Like, I know that me and Manda are opposite sides of the world, but like, we spend as much time as possible that we can together. We're like, the two of us fall asleep with our laptops open and the other pillow in the double bed beside each other as best we can. It's just...
It's true, they do.
It's going to be quiet now.
You're fine, buddy. You say whatever you want. I'll mute every motherfucker in this room and let you talk.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. This is just... It's life-changing.
I know, man. And that's why we're all here, because, like I said earlier, we all care about each other, and we all chip in, and we try to help wherever we can. So,
not to be
made me cry,
too
so
much.
you stop that shit.
Not to be too much of a sap, but like Robbie and Manda, thank you for like being willing to actually reach out and ask for help when you needed it and not struggling, because that's hard as fuck.
Hey man, it's taken 6 months and didn't speak to me for 14 hours when I went and did it. It's not fucking easy.
No.
On that subject, Sam, I know where you live, and I'm coming for you.
Shut
This
up.
is fine. I have a modified lighter and an aerosol can.
In other words, homemade West Virginia redneck blowtorch. That's what that is. Maybe Kentucky would be more appropriate for that. Maybe.
I think it's so hilarious that Sam literally lives 5 seconds away from me. And I could do this and kill him with an axe.
No, you could kill them with an axe, actually, not him.
Okay, I was muted. What?
So, anyway, Stool, that's why I keep kicking you. This is why I keep kicking you. You're an interrupter, sir.
Listen, I've been a really good boy, and I've waited my turn. I've raised my hand.
And now you've only got 12 minutes left until we move to Susan's. I'm going to go check with Susan back in a minute.
And the Irish potato people keeps kicking me and muting me because there's this really weird, bizarre conspiracy theory that I don't let people talk. And it's not true. I love it when people talk.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear
I-
that. So,
here's the
Tobin,
thing,
how are you
B.
doing?
I would
you haven't
never
even said a
talk about
word.
over. I never talk about other people.
I'm about to kick.
Carry on.
You
B.
know, it's kind of.
Oh,
There's been a lot of good
I
things
really
being said.
like the red
MathPig
t-shirts.
was just giving a heartfelt talk. Like,
Go ahead,
that
buddy.
guy.
He's flipping me
What's
off in the
cool?
basement. He's
I
over
have
here like,
yet to
fuck
really
you.
figure him out yet.
There's a delay with Tobin. There is a slight delay with Tobin.
Yeah, I should have warned everybody about that. Go ahead, Tobin. What's up?
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone right now. My computer's kind of occupied at the moment, but I really just wanted to come in and say hi and congratulate the fundraising for Manda. I think that's really awesome that we've pulled together and help out. I think this is really cool. This is the first time I've ever taken part in something like this, and I think it's pretty cool.
Thanks, buddy. And
think,
we're glad you're here
you know-
as part of it. This ends up happening about every 4 months in the community because somebody gets fucked somewhere. So every 3 to 4 months we do this, and that's just how it is. And we all
you get enough people, and things keep going wrong, but you're a group, so you can help each other.
Yeah.
That's
I just
right.
want to say that my computer is occupied is a funny way of saying porn, Tobin. Occupied.
Yeah, my computer is
You
occupied.
got
I'm
me.
gonna
You
remember
got
that
me.
shit. You got me. You guys are hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot somebody's in the basement. Let's
Thank
bring
you
Stool
very
back up
much.
here. Hi, Stool. How you doing?
I don't. That is such a cruel thing to do to me.
Well, you kept
I've-
talking. Poor Tobin's trying to talk. I told you, there's rules.
I was being such a good boy, and you put me in the basement, and you.
I swear to God, that looks like Star Wars.
B, we're not allowed to have kids in the basement.
Here's the good thing,
Oh
guys.
shit! Let me throw him in the attic then.
What you don't
Just be
realize
another flower.
is that when
Yes,
B sends me into the basement, I do my little special sexy act that only she sees. So you missed out.
Did you take your fucking hat off?
Maybe.
My dog is actually having a dream where I think he's chasing down a deer. He is having his leg. So if anyone hears some woofing and barking in the background, that's not Manda. That's the dog.
It's the dog.
Shit!
I
Run! Kick
Thank
me,
you
B,
for
kick me.
clarifying that.
I'm not here. I'm
That-
fucked now.
That question
know-
would have came up at some point.
I kind of like being in the basement because I felt free and released, and I got one of my nipples out, and that was really cool.
Hi, honey.
Made it back.
Hi, sweetheart.
You
Hey,
okay?
so I'm too afraid to turn my light on right now. So but he's going to bed in like 40 minutes. So just letting you know. Sorry if I'm like really dark.
For me, I'm totally enjoying this. This is very. I'm gonna be muted now.
Shut the fuck up, Robbie. But anyway, I'm here.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hi.
I'll meet you in
No,
the
you're
basement,
fine.
word pig.
You do what you need to do.
Erin posted her pic.
Oh, everybody go look on Twitter. Where's my phone?
Babies,
Where?
do we have
Where?
babies?
Which one?
Baby alert! Baby alert!
Where's my phone?
Which?
Somebody
Where's
text
on
me
Twitter?
so I can find my phone. I can't find my phone. Someone text me.
Oh, sorry. I'm cracking myself up.
Oh, never mind. Found it.
Saving image for everybody. Hold on. Oh no,
Thank
Manda.
you.
Just saving it for Manda.
Has she broken the internet? Because my Twitter is now broken.
It's if anybody B, can you share screen?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Do it.
Oh no, I can't. I'm on the computer. Oh no, I can't. I'm not going to because that would be very rude. But everybody check Twitter. I'm not going to do that. Check Twitter.
This is very depressing because when I was assigned to the basement, I actually got my boobie out.
You were assigned
And-
to the basement.
I'm pretty sure mine's better. Prove
I
otherwise.
would fully disagree that you with
Your
your hat
boobs?
off beats what I just put in the link.
Sorry, I'm not looking at how hot my friend is. or
Okay,
anything
am I
that's
allowed
going
to
on.
share this and say we hit 3,500, or will she shout at me?
What?
I'm totally going to quote this and go, "Thank you, Aaron, for we hit 3,500. Here is some boobs." Basically, what I'm saying is, can I be a misogynist and objectify her and point out that we hit 3,500? Is that okay?
I guess.
Okay, you said it, Manda. Everybody on stream, Manda, give me the go ahead. So. And the room went silent. I'm
Sorry,
literally
somebody
joking.
talk
You
because
have to
I
be
feel
that
bad.
rude.
This is not my channel, so I don't have to carry it.
What? All of my jokes are landing really badly tonight.
Yeah, well, they usually do.
I like how my LCD screen on my water block I can turn into a GIF, and so I have Homer backing into a hedge on my water block.
Love it.
I think
We
that
had
Aaron is broken
3,500.
the internet.
Hey y'all, I think I'm gonna
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, Sam.
I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm kind of breaking up and I can't really understand things. So I'll
Okay,
be in the
Tobin,
chat.
thanks for coming.
Congratulations, Manda.
Okay, thank you.
MathPig. Oh y'all have a good night.
You too, buddy. Thank you,
Tobin.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
How much time we got left, guys?
Until she deletes it off Twitter, or until you have to end your stream. 6 minutes on the stream. I don't know how long it'll be. At
No, I
Twitter.
meant I meant the stream.
Calm yourself, B. Calm yourself.
5 minutes. If we're ending at 11,
my
it's 5 minutes.
This is a total
Yep, you're right, it is 5 minutes.
FML life moment because all I'm seeing is pictures of Patrick Stewart's bald head.
My dog's going buck mad, so I have to be back in a minute. Manda, you're in charge on B stream. You're in charge.
I'm in charge on B's stream. I'm trying to make the right words for Erin's post. I can't believe she did this. This was like so amazing. Erin is the most amazing woman on the planet. I love her so much. I love everybody, but Erin is just, I love her. I would marry her and have all her babies if she weren't married and straight.
Right.
Sorry.
I wouldn't have her babies, but I'd try to give her some.
She has an amazing son, actually.
Very.
Who's about Angel's
Very
age, and they're
nice.
very much alike.
Very nice.
And we're rewarded with okay. Power. Sorry. This
Nice,
this is
Andy.
your stream, B.
Bye.
Thanks,
Well,
everybody.
I mean, I usually just let people talk, and earlier they couldn't stop talking, and now they just don't want to say a word. I don't know what
Because
happened.
we're all like boobs. Okay, I'm done now.
Well, that is really what happened. Everybody was still on Twitter. Is everybody back now
Like,
from Twitter?
seriously, though.
Yes.
Boobs are
Yes.
amazing.
And for
Like,
anybody that didn't look, you're missing out.
Stool
They look wonderful.
is supposed to be taking his beanie off.
yeah, even again, there you go, Stool. It's your turn. Even if you're not like into fucking women's, boobs are still like fun, you know.
So why did you premise that with if I'm not into
Hey,
women?
MathPig,
Listen.
throw the link to the next one in the chat.
I'm still waiting for the
It's
evidence.
not live yet. There is no link. It's not scheduled.
Who is next?
okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Susan's next. I'm trying to
Susan,
get hold of her on
yay,
Twitter.
divine disbelief.
I'm trying to get hold of her
I
on
love
Twitter.
her. I'm gonna hop right over there.
I love her. She is
Susan is good people.
Oh, Susan.
Susan is great.
Susan loves Star Wars. Oh, I should go get the Darksaber. What? Don't tell her. I'm gonna do that.
Oh my
Should-
gosh!
You should
Don't
do
do
that.
that. Manda, don't do that.
You should do that.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna
you-
be.
No, wait a minute.
I don't want to leave.
Where
You're
is
about
it?
to bounce.
Manda, you know what will happen if you get
What?
yours out. I'll get mine out. And
Nobody
you'll-
wants that stool.
Yeah,
Nobody
seriously.
wants
Stool.
You will
Nobody
lose.
here wants that. I mean, there might be one or two weirdos in the chat, you know.
Yeah.
But the rest of us, no, we're good on here.
So before I'm gonna bounce so I can go grab a couple things before Susan's. But let me just say, to B, you know, you are my sister. Like we've been fam since since I barely knew anybody on in this community. So. And we've been a little quiet. You've been busy. I've been falling apart. But
well, I knew something was going on with you when I texted you that one time to check on you. You didn't respond, so I just said, you know what? When she has time, she has time. So I was just waiting it out. It's fine. We all got our shit.
I hide when I'm sad and scared, and I have been the saddest and the scaredest for a while. But thank you for everything. I love you. Thanks for doing this. And I will see all of you in the other streams. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye,
just
sweetheart.
Before you go, before she goes.
Honey, seriously, like you said,
mine
if I
is
don't
bigger.
hear from you in 20 minutes, worry. So, take your fucking phone with you and text me. Oh, and she leaves, that bitch. That bitch.
Mine is really huge. Mine is really huge. I bought it from Texas. It's massive.
Oh, well, then it's got to be big because everything in Texas is big.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
including the egos.
Ears when you mention Alaska.
Oh, yes.
They get mad when you mention Alaska because then they feel small.
They have geography envy. That's what they have.
Yeah.
They do. Oh, they got a lot of envies going on down there. It's like I said before, it's why people in Texas and Oklahoma and all those places, they're scared of trans people because they're afraid somebody's going to change from a man to a woman or a woman to man and steal their partner. I think that's what it is.
Yes, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to
go
there. I'm not going to go there because.
And the reason I say
politics.
that, let me explain how I got there. I got there because I used to talk to my straight male friends, and I'd say, why do we freak straight men out so much? And they're like, because I can compete with a man. I can beat a man's ass. I can fight for you. But with a woman, I don't even know what to do. So it freaks them out. And I've had a lot of honest, straight guy friends in my life who I've heard that more than once.
You've kind of just hit the nail on the head there, B, because I'm not going to do politics, I promise, but this is what Tucker Carlson is doing, and it's all about replacing
that guy,
the white man. And, I'm not going to go there, but...
No. Just gave us a taste of it, that's all.
I'm not going to go there, but we're already there.
we are there, yeah.
So everybody, just so you guys know, because you guys talking about in the chat, MathPig's getting the link right now because he has to wait for Susan to go live because it wasn't pre-set up.
Okay, can we hear?
He's gonna grab that. He's gonna throw it in the chat, and as soon as everybody starts going over, I'll kill this.
Yeah. That's exactly how
I
just got home from work. They're just getting set up now, so no rush. If you're listening, Susan, take your time. B talks an awful lot of waffle. She can go for another 20 minutes. There's loads of time.
This is true. She talks
loads of time.
She really does.
So, Andy, I said something there, and you crinkled up your eyebrows and went like, what the fuck? What were you fucking over?
I just have a variety of different tabs open, and I was looking around, and sometimes I just think about things, and sometimes I just look agitated when I'm thinking.
Okay.
And so, like what's going on? I'm looking, yes. I'm looking at Divine Disbelief's channel right now, and I'm going, wow, Divine Disbelief has it really looks like Michael Weissman from the Bible Says What podcast.
I thought you were going to say the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show. That was a great picture show, my friend. That's what that is.
No, Nathaniel doesn't look like anybody off of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
But Michael Weissman.
Are you kidding? He looks exactly like Tim Curry.
I will say, though, when you guys go over to Susan and Nathaniel's stream, I don't know whose channel it's going to be on, but they're both amazing. And Nathaniel's brilliant. He researches stuff before he opens his mouth, as far as I've seen. I don't watch all of his streams because I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
And but he puts out a lot of content, and what I've seen of it is good. So when you guys get over there, go ahead and subscribe to them. They're really good people, and yeah, just sub to them. You'll enjoy it.
B, have I ever got you a copyright strike yet?
I've never had one. We're not starting now, Stool.
Now, see, with something you mentioned kind of a minute ago, B.
Actually, if I could just correct my statement, it was originally Divine Disbelief. They just got home. They are in our way. What we're actually going to do is we're going to bounce over to my channel, and we're going to go back, and Jaded Atheist and Overprotected Atheist are doing a takeover on my channel. That's
okay. Throw that link in then, MathPig. Just for anybody that doesn't know.
It's already live. It's where we all came from.
Yeah, but what if somebody here isn't subbed to you? Throw it in there.
Well, somebody here can deal with that or use consorted, because I just realized I'm an hour ahead of my time, so I have to go and sort shit that should have been done 20 minutes ago. So fuck
you. Did you just say Norway?
I'll take care of it. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
If WordPig just mentioned word Norway, I'm up for this. War.
Okay.
Norway.
Stool, you're so weird.
Yeah, I need to leave. Thank you, everybody. Seriously.
Thank you, MathPig. We'll see you over there.
Yeah, we'll see you over at my channel, and we'll get that sorted. We'll talk to you soon. And B, you just keep talking and going live. I'm still streaming you. I just have to leave and go and sort stuff. So you just keep going, and I'll send you a message on Twitter and let you know. Or you can watch my channel, see when it goes active again, so to speak.
Yeah, I got you on another tab. It's all good, buddy.
All right, that'll do. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, bye.
So, what I kind of started to say there was, I was speaking to one of my friends who was straight at the time. Now they've come out. These come out as bi.
Much cheaper in the scale, much further. Our stuff.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry, that was me. Sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah. Who was that? What?
He basically, one of my friends who's a lesbian basically just asked him the same question you mentioned, B, of why are a lot of straight guys scared of lesbians? And the immediate response, pretty much the immediate response that this guy had was because a lesbian already has experience pleasuring a woman.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I'm going to come back on camera for that. So here is the thing that it's just like my brother says, my almost oldest brother, next to oldest. He's a gay guy. And he said to me one time, because I said, I don't know if I kind of understand it. And really I was asking because I was trying to figure my own shit out. And he said, well, think about it. A man knows what feels good. A woman knows what feels good. And I was like, oh, I gotta go find me a woman. But it's true. It's true. It's a whole different ball of wax.
That's called the home field advantage.
It absolutely is. It is absolutely a home field advantage. I've had so many straight guys come up to me and say to me, can you please tell me how to find the G-spot? Because they're like Sam's age or 24, 25, somewhere in that range, and they're just fucking clueless.
Yeah,
and I tell them how to do it, and they come back and hug me every single time.
Nice. See, I've just started sending them a picture of a specific Pokemon because people will come to me because I've based my IRL friends have basically decided that I know a significant more about sex than the other people our age for some reason. I don't, but they've decided that I do. So,
okay.
A lot of them have come up to me and basically gone, how do you find the clit? And I've started sending them a picture of a specific Pokemon and saying, look at this Pokemon's horn. That's where it is.
Nice.
I think it's Cloyster. That's a thing.
Sorry, I'm trying to do 10 things.
Sam, listen, Sam.
What happened?
One day, me and you, Sam, are going to have to sit down and have a chat because real life is not Pokemon.
I am aware.
So, on the note of Pokemon, because I think all that shit's stupid, but that's just me. Whatever. I do shit that everybody else thinks is stupid too. thank you everybody for coming up on the panel. We're going to go over to MathPigs. I just threw the link in there. He's pretty much ready. So everybody start heading over there. And I will see you guys there. Thank you, Swede and Andy and Sam. And even Stool a little bit. Just kidding. You know I love you guys. I love everybody in the chat. We appreciate everybody. Give what you can. If you can't give, share it out. Maybe somebody else has a little cash to throw around. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another.
Slowly.